Polk County Parks and Recreation has 5 resource centers and parks and trails located throughout Polk County, and they're used to serve the residents in those communities. Now, each venue hosts various special events during the year, and they have an event at Homeland Heritage Park coming up that you don't want to miss. All the details are up next on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Brian Lacey. Joining me in studio is Curtis Laubach. He is a recreation coordinator with Polk County Parks and Rec. And also Yara Lugo, she's a recreation coordinator also. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, so what happened? Jamie didn't come in and you guys got the duty for it, huh?
Yes.
So tell me how that phone call goes. Does it go, hey, listen, you got a taping with PGTV. I'm not going to be doing it, or it's your event?
Right, so it's our event, and that's why we know more about it. And right now we don't have a flyer yet, so we're the only ones with the information.
And it's a Monday morning. I mean, first thing in the morning, you're going, oh. Well, let's talk a little bit about the venue itself. Let's talk a little bit about Homeland Heritage Park. You know, it's off the beaten path, and really, if you haven't been there, it's something you definitely want to check out.
Yeah, so Homeland Heritage Park, it's just in between Bartow and Fort Meade, but it's an old historic park that has a variety of old buildings back from the late 1800s and early 1900s. But there's an old schoolhouse. It's the oldest existing public schoolhouse in Polk County. There's the old Homeland Church, and then we have an old Rollerson house. There's a log cabin out there, and then the old pole barn. So. And
for those that have never been there, talk a little bit. I mean, you got a couple different events that go on. You know, you've got the Cracker Storytelling Festival that goes on down there. But it's a chance for those that might not know the history of Polk County to see how it was started.
Yeah, especially this event coming up that we're here for today, the Good Old Days Folk Festival. So that kind of focuses on, you know, the history of Polk County and you know, all the things I used to have to do. We're going to have a lot of interactive activities, a lot of hands-on skills, whether skills or making things like rope, or we're going to have a variety of demonstrators, interpreters out there who will show you the different skills, how to make things. So,
Yara, let's talk specifics of the event. When is it? When's it go on?
The Good Old Days Folk Festival is going to happen on Saturday, April 13th. It's going to be from 12 to 4 p.m. And we're going to have vendors for handcrafted goods. We're going to have a barbecue food vendor as well. We're going to have, as Curtis mentioned, historic trade demonstrators. So you'll get to see the skills that they used to have back then in the past. And we're going to have some kids' crafts. We will bring back our corn shucking festival from last year. So our corn shucking contest from last year. And our corn shucking contest, you will get to try your hand at corn shucking. You will be timed, and whoever wins will get a medal, as well as whatever leftover corn we have.
You know, I'm just a city kid, man. What exactly is corn shucking?
So corn shucking is you need to remove the husk from the corn. It's fresh corn, so it's a little difficult. It takes a while to get used to do it. Yeah. So we thought it'd be really fun to bring back that skill from corn shucking, since they used to do contests for corn shucking in the past in farming communities. So we wanted to bring it back to Homeland. And so that contest is just going to be for adults and for children, and they'll get to try their hand at corn shucking.
Okay, so is this like sweet corn, or is this a hard corn?
I would say it's sweet corn.
Yeah.
It's fresh, so has not been dried.
Yeah.
So you still have like the little strings
Yeah.
that are on the corn, just like you would prepare it before.
Yeah.
So you just need to remove the husk, make sure it is completely clean.
So it's got to be completely clean of
Completely
all that.
clean, yes.
Wow. So what's a good time for that? I mean, how fast can what's the fastest you've seen it done?
I would say in about a minute you could do maybe 10.
Oh wow.
It's a little difficult.
Oh, so it's like a minute timed, and then you try and get as many, or
exactly.
It's not,
so we
wow.
try to get as many as possible within a minute, and then we do multiple rounds if we do have a tie.
Yeah, I'm a non-corn shucking individual.
You gotta go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's
YouTube.
many contests
That's
on
where you
YouTube.
learn the techniques. Yeah.
I have a hard enough time, trying to do it when I'm doing corn on the cob.
Yes.
It's like, man, they'll pick it off when they eat it, right? So what's it take to put on an event like this? I mean, how long? What's part of the planning? Some of the things like that.
So this one's a little different since we have booked a live bluegrass act for this event. So we have to make sure to book that far enough in advance. We need to order enough corn for our contest. We need to make sure we have all the materials for our crafts. We're going to have a root beer float bar. So we need to make sure to have those things done. Yeah. We have been building, and as a part of our programming for tours, as well as field trips, some interactive activities for children, such as yoke carrying, in which you carry buckets with a yoke that goes on your shoulder. So we're going to be bringing that, and that took a while. Curtis made it by hand, so that takes a little while. We are also going to have our cow Agatha out, so you can do a milking contest, a cow milking contest. That one we built last year, but it takes a while to make these things by hand. Yeah. We're very crafty at Parks and Rec.
Nice. Well, as she said, Curtis, you guys are always doing more with less, and one of the things you guys are outstanding at is getting volunteers and getting sponsors. Talk to me a little bit about what they mean to the event, and if you guys could use them.
Oh yeah, we can definitely use them, especially volunteers and sponsors. We've been talking a lot about these interactive activities, and those are always on the response cards we get, everyone's favorite thing. So we need more and more volunteers and sponsors to help build these interactive activities, and then also to help man them and be there to show the people at the event how to use them and things like that. So
if somebody's interested in volunteering and or sponsoring the event, how do they go about doing as such?
Just go to our Polk County Parks and Recreation Facebook page. We'll have links for the volunteering on there, and then just give us a call if you're interested in sponsoring.
All right. Yara, I'm going to give you the last word on this. Make sure that you get the folks to get off the couch and get out there and join you for the event. How are you going to do that?
Well, the Good Old Days Folk Festival is going to be really fun for the whole family. It has free admission. Come experience our live bluegrass band. We're going to have live performances by school groups. We're going to have the Union Academy Bluegrass Band playing as well, amongst other schools that are playing folk, traditional music. We will also have a series of contests. We might have a whip cracking contest. We're going to have our corn shucking contest. We're going to have a root beer float bar free for the whole family. We're going to have crafts for children, and they're going to be old-time traditional crafts, so they're going to get to play just like the kids did back then. We're going to have all these interactive activities for children in which they'll get to experience different skills and different games that kids would have played in the past. We will just have so much for the whole family, and we just hope you come.
Not to mention Curtis's contributions to it too, man.
Yes, Curtis has worked really hard, so please use our activities.
Well, we look forward to seeing you guys down there, and thanks for coming in for the taping today. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Polk County Parks and Recreation invites you to check out the Good Old Days Folk Festival Saturday, April 13th, from noon to 4 p.m. at the historic Homeland Heritage Park, 249 Church Avenue in Homeland. This is a free event, and it invites all members of the community to check out and celebrate the local history and traditions. The Good Old Days Folk Festival will feature live performances by the Ramblin' Rose Trio and local school groups, a whip cracking competition, corn shucking contest, kids crafts, vendors, historic trade demonstrators, historic trade demonstrators, and more. And keep in mind, it's all free. If you need more information, give them a call, 863-534-6911, or look them up on the web at www.polk-county.net.